Hi Cancer, welcome to your month ahead horoscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, my lunar brothers and sisters, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. And as promised, I have created a retrograde survival kit. You can get it half price now, so it's $19.99. It will go up to $39.99 when Mercury goes retrograde on the 31st of October. So if you want to get hold of that at half price, you can do so in the website in the description box below. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless all of my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help us on our paths to our highest vibrational good. So, as many of you know, I am a moon sign Cancer, so this will be relevant for me in some way, shape or form as well. So let's have a look what October 2019 has in store for Cancer. This month we've got, look at that, first card out. Cancer energy comes up strong, clean and pure with the High Priestess in the actions and interactions with the world at large. Now, the High Priestess is about hidden things revealed. She is the intuition when it speaks up. She is the hunches and the nods and the nudges that we get from the universe that come through our own intuition. The fact that you've got this in your actions and interactions with the world at large means that this month, Cancer, you are going secret hunting. You want knowledge, you want information, but you want the stuff that cannot just be found anywhere. This looks for me like you're delving into the secrets of life. It could be the secrets that other people hide. It could be the secrets that you have held on to. You could be divulging that this month. The fact that you've got the High Priestess as well means that this month you're looking to strengthen your intuition. What better time as we approach the day of the year where the veil between the worlds is thinnest. And with the actions and interactions with the world at large, the High Priestess is about listening to the intuition. It's about trusting it, but also it's about knowing it. Right? It's about finding that within yourself. So if you are the sort of person that, you're Cancerian, so in some way, shape or form, most of you are, right? But even if you're skeptical and you don't necessarily subscribe to the idea of intuition, this month you could be really trusting and relying on your instincts, on those parts of you that speak to things or about things that you might not necessarily have conscious understanding of. You're giving a lot more credence to your intuition this month. In short, because it is your actions and interactions with the world at large, you're trusting yourself this month more than you have before, which is really, really powerful. So for your finances card, for your money and materials, you got the Lovers. This is about choice. It's about making decisions, right? And this month you could be making decisions. You could be asking yourself, what is it that I'm prepared to give for more money, for more finances? How is it that I want to utilize my time? More importantly, because the Lovers card represents Gemini, this could be you looking at your current skill set and asking yourself, what is it that I have that I can offer for money? So looking at your skills and saying, right, is there an innate skill or a qualification that I have that is going to waste? Is there something within me that is asking for more expression now? So what I really like about this as well, if you check this out, so you've got the High Priestess there, she sits in between the two pillars, right? If you look at the Lovers card, it also gives you on one side it's got the man, on the one side it's got the woman. There's a lot of balance to this month. There's a lot of looking for and seeking balance this month. There's a lot of looking within and asking yourself, how do I bring the stuff that I have inside me out, And the Lovers card as well represents choice. It represents making a decision. This is about you making a decision to utilize the skills that you have to your best advantage, but it also sees you, for some of you, this could be a month where you're starting to ask yourself, am I ready to do the side hustle full time? Or am I, am I ready to give up my full-time job, my day job? Or am I ready to scale back the side hustle so that I can pay more attention to where it is that I make the bulk of my bread and butter, so to speak? It looks like the job and the side hustle or the side business are not squaring off. It looks like a month where you're going to have to find a way to balance the two. There's nothing wrong with that at all. If anything, it's nice to have double bubble, right? For those of you that don't know, double bubble is the saying that we say in the UK for double money. Money coming from, two sources. Like double money. Right, so your communications with the world at large. You've got the moon card, right? So this could be a month where you are facing some kind of confusion when it comes to communications. I will say this because it does fall next to the Lovers card. It might be that you're not getting the full story when it comes to work. There might be some confusion. So if you're speaking to a boss, if you're speaking to a superior, just be sure about what it is that you're asking for, and be sure about what it is that they're saying they can offer versus what they actually can deliver. It looks like, and I don't feel like you're going to be lied to. I don't feel like you're going to be lied to, but I just feel like the facts of the matter might be a bit distorted. So it might be that the person that you speak to doesn't have all the information. They might not have all of the information to hand, or they may not have the complete picture, so to speak, right? So just be conscious of that this month when you're communicating with people. I mean, from the middle of the month, we're in Mercury we're in the shadow of Mercury, right? Mercury's slowing down, preparing to go retrograde. So just keep that in mind this month. And then finally, your heart and half, your personal relationships this month. And we get the Knight of Swords, right? So for those of you that are single with the Moon card, this could be a month where if you're too hot and heady, if you're too hard and fast, you could scare away a potential partner. If there is somebody that you're getting to know, somebody that you're talking to, and you start to suddenly demand, so much more from them than or maybe demand that they move faster than they actually are, you need to be prepared for the fact that they might not be prepared for what it is that you want. They may not be in a position to give that. For those of you that are partnered, you got the Moon card right next to the Knight of Swords. There could be a lot of misunderstandings in partnerships this month, right? And it's really important that you don't lose your temper with a partner. This is going to be a month where you have to be very conscious. Money looks good, work looks good, personal drive and determination looks good. It looks like your communications and your relationships this month is what's going to come under fire. And it's really important that you stay conscious in those things and don't fly off the handle. As a Cancer moon sign, I can tell you I am prone to moodiness sometimes, and sometimes I can get frustrated, and not just in my actual relationship, like I mean across the board. This is something that I'm going to try to be very conscious of this month. We do have Mercury going retrograde, and it's going retrograde in Scorpio, right? So even though that Mercury retrograde is trining your sign, it is still a retrograde energy, so keep that in mind. First week of the month, we have the Sun card. Yeah! So bringing hidden things to light, but this is about you searching for the gems of knowledge. This is about you searching for the gems of wisdom and trusting your hunches this month, especially when it comes to work, especially when it comes to pushing forward ahead with certain things. Maybe not necessarily starting anything new, because we do have that Mercury retrograde going on. And obviously currently we still have Uranus, which is retrograde as well. So maybe not necessarily starting anything new of a big nature, but certainly listening to your hunches for those small wins, or those, where is it that I go from here, or what's the right step here. Listen to your intuition, trust your hunches, because this month they could really pay off. Second week of the month, we get the Faith card, which is also the Hierophant. So this is, I have to say this to you, when it comes to finances, Everything above board. Cross your T's, dot your I's, get things checked and get them double checked if you can, just to make sure that you are doing everything that you can. As I said, when it comes to work, for those of you that have a day job and a side hustle, it looks like they are probably going to square off this month. You may have to start making some difficult decisions, or certainly making the preparation for making some of the difficult decisions. This is a good week to do that, this second week of October. Your third week of the month, you have the Fool card, right underneath the moon. Now, I gotta say this, when it comes to communications this month, try not to chase your own tail. This could be a month where if you go into that dogmatic thought process, you could literally just go round and round on the same thought, and in the end you'll drive yourself mad, and probably those that you love and care about as well. They'll just be like, oh my gosh, they are on one. Steer clear at this moment in time, right? Just be very conscious of that, because the Fool card, although it is a new beginning, a new start, it can sometimes represent foolishness, being foolhardy. The fact that it falls with the moon means that there's a lot of there's a lot of confusion this month. So it's really important, if you don't want to come across or be seen as a buffoon, hold on to your proverbial ... You know, keep yourself together, don't lose your ish. Then finally, your fourth week of the month. This month you get the Judgment card, right? With the Knight of Swords. This could be a recurring issue. So for those of you that are partnered, this could be an issue that you and your partner have talked about before and hasn't found resolution. This month it could very well come up, especially with that Mercury retrograde, and it could be coming up because it wants to be resolved. If you can stay conscious, not fly off the handle and lose your crap, this month a lot of progress can be made in your relationship, but it's going to require you to be conscious, it's going to require you to be open, and ultimately for both you and your partner to drop the crap. For those of you that are single, it does look like there may be an ex coming back into the picture, and to be honest with you, nothing that they bring with them is going to be welcome. It looks like trouble and strife, and the fact that it comes with that Knight of Swords as well, you know, with the Judgment card being that blast from the past, it could just be that they, you know, they're coming back to do it again. So they'll come with all the sweet nothings, and what they promise compared to what they deliver will just not be there. Keep that in mind and try to stay woke. And then finally, your key to the month is the Nine of Cups, right? So in all of this, as heavy as the month might seem, because I know a lot of you are like, oh gosh, really, Raph? I don't know why I'm laughing, because this is my moon sign. You know, with the Nine of Cups, this is about a wish fulfilled. When it comes to the money, when it comes to the finances, when it comes to the material side of life, this could be really great. This could see you, maybe not necessarily a windfall like a lottery win or something, but it could see you finding a lot of stability when it comes to finances, when it comes to the material security that the Cancerian energy craves. You could find that this month. You know, those things do really, really well, and providing you're willing to go into those places that are going to be a bit more challenging, and to be open, you'll get a lot more out of it. You know, that Nine of Cups is a beautiful card. It kind of adds a lightness to this, because these are, you know, it does look like a bit of a heavy month for Cancerians, to be fair, but you've got the Sun and the Nine of Cups, which, you know, together, when you see them as a pair, that's an ultimate blessing. It's something that truly is going to make your heart sing. So aside from all the heaviness, there is the light. You just have to look for it this month. I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic month. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.